Hello.
We did a take two attempt on going to see the new Top Gun movie for Kay and succeeded. She enjoyed it quite a bit.
Oh, very good.
And and of course her weekend off gets interrupted. She's going into work here in a few minutes.
Yeah. And howdy. How goes?
Hello.
I thought the plan was to turn off her phone.
It was supposed to be. She's been fussed at for actually giving in. She let it go for almost 12 hours before she actually responded. Give everybody else ample opportunity to step up. When nobody did, she fell on her sword as usual.
And howdy enough. How goes?
Good evening. How are you?
We were just admitting that we are present.
All of your ankle bones were where you left them last.
Yeah, we don't have that problem. I don't think anybody here does.
Doing good then, right?
To the extent that the ankle bones are in the right place, sure.
It's all relative.
That's right. I did see where he's going in for a third surgery today.
I think so.
Yeah. And I'm not surprised. I mean, just to be honest about it, I just with the way that the wound was described, yeah, going to take a lot of reconstruction. They had to do it in stages because they're having to work around his other problems, the AFib and stuff. Kind of amazing that there's even a chance that it can be reconstructed.
It's like his ankle's gonna be more machine now than man. So
yeah, he'll be setting off airport detectors without even going to the airport.
Yeah. So much for walking into the courthouse. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Maybe he can convince him to fix his knee while he's at it.
Work on the AFib problem and the host of other things. Yeah. I think that is likely going to happen, or rather, the request will be made. Now, whether they do it or not, that's a different matter.
Yeah.
How are things in your neck of the woods there, Neff?
Not bad. Just pretty much settled in my new apartment.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You'd mentioned that you were having to move.
Yeah.
Well, very good.
Had one of those ramp builds this morning, so I'm a little sore, but that's okay.
Right. Well, this is the time to just kind of kick back and hopefully you're not, having to do actual work for yourself or for others. Except, cast polymorph and tick at the mayhem going on.
Yeah, Peg says you can make him king of feathers anytime. He enjoyed that.
Oh, good.
That was fun to watch. I mean, yeah, that was a pretty good trick.
I was super excited when I got to level 8 and I realized I could make someone a CR8.
He was walking around the shop swishing things with his imaginary tail all week after that.
That's not so bad, but when he starts eating things whole, you just got to be like, whoa, slow down.
Hey, you hadn't seen him on Donut Day.
Oh, boy. That's right. What is the... Oh, okay, cat. It's a cat. Yeah, that's right, cat. I know you're inspecting the birds. Okay, good boy. There you go. Let's see here. Pull up this character sheet and see if anything changed. Nope.
That sword is bright.
It goes all right. I'm reading through the Mayor's post. I just noticed it. I was working on my graphic.
Yeah, I guess. You're taking trophies apparently, so yeah.
We hit a milestone. We do have all the keys, all the whatever they're called. Cubes for Annihilation.
That'll work. Oh well. Just won't worry about it. Yeah, I definitely need a whole new day in the weekend. Just sleep. Come on, cat. The sun's right behind me. He's on bird patrol over there.
Yeah. We've had a menagerie through the back porch today. We've seen a snake, a lizard, rabbits, a few birds. Cats have just been quite entertained.
Oh yeah. Some of that sounds like the beginning of a joke.
Yeah.
A snake, a rabbit, a few birds go to a bar.
Hey guys.
Hello
Hello.
there.
Greeting.
How are you doing?
Hang on, watch the thing. All right.
Well, we're hanging in there. We understand you had a all too brief reprieve.
Yeah. Same story, different day.
You know, I know a guy with a hammer who can do something about that cell phone of yours.
Yeah.
That works too. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is the boss told me to turn my phone off, but yet he's the one that was like, "Can you please help?"
Yes.
So well, I gotta get
Yeah.
going.
All right.
Y'all have fun gaming.
And thank you. You take care.
Now I'll take these off now. Yeah. No, Sapphire's convinced that I can't hear her when I have them on. She gets up here and tries to knock them off my head. Yeah. I'm talking to you. The bowl's empty.
Longsword, very cool. Very cool.
What's that?
Flame tongue longsword. I'm upgrading, I guess. Yeah, let me see. I hope nobody I guess it would be Bruno who the only one who uses only player would fight. So this is not a +1, is it? It's just a flame.
No, it is. So it counts as a magic weapon for hitting things, but it is not +1.
Yeah, the 2d6 fire is a lot better than the +1 damage.
I think out of all that swag, all I really want is that quiver.
Did the druid get anything?
Nope. Can't use it.
Did the lost monk get anything?
Oh no, he's not here. Besides, there's nothing really on there that he would want anyway.
That's the question I was asking.
The monk class has the wonderful advantage of not really being gear dependent.
Yeah.
Folks in the States who kind of very much take for granted that the world knows English, which is kind of true. But it's not a reflection positively on people in the States because we never bothered to learn much about other languages and cultures. So, yeah.
I like learning things in anime, like different ways of reacting to the same thing I'm used to. Like if I was talking about someone and then suddenly they called you, you would say something like, "Oh, your ears must have been burning," right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like in Japan, I think people sneeze and they sneeze because someone was talking about them. And like the sneezing thing would never have occurred to me. I had to see it in several shows before I realized what was going on.
Right, exactly. And another one example of that is the rabbit in the moon, the Usagi, rather than the man in the moon. Just little cultural fables and differences like that. I'm with you. They kind of fascinate me.
Do you know about Koreans and being polite with handing money over and using both hands, no matter if what they're handing is heavy or not? And like if they're handing you a single dollar, they'll support it with both hands as they proffer it, basically.
Really?
And the way Americans just rip out a dollar and hand it over with one arm out,
Yeah, here, take it.
that's super freaking rude.
Yeah, I've seen them do that with the business cards. They'll do two-handed business cards.
Yeah. They'll do it with a lot of things, but it's like I handed my credit card to a Mexican waitress at a Mexican restaurant, and she asked me if I was taking Taekwondo because she takes Taekwondo, and that's the only Korean she knows, and they do stuff like that all the time. And it was just funny because so she thought it was a
Right, yeah.
Taekwondo thing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. That is pretty good. What's the background for that? Do you know?
I mean,
It's
what's
just
the
a thing that,
background for any nicety?
yeah,
The shaking of a hands, which is a great way to spread the germs. It's like, but you better know how to shake a hand, or else you're rude.
that's right.
Actually, I know a little bit about the shaking of hands because it's like back from showing your hands are empty, you're not armed, kind of thing.
Yeah.
while they started reaching out and actually grabbing each other's hands. I don't know.
Oh, they need something to do with the hand. You know, when they've got it up there, hey, you know, my hand's empty. You know, it's like whatever. Here,
Yeah, when I was in Iraq, I learned that like people over there, it's rude to talk to you from a distance. Like American sense of personal space, stand arm's length away and talk.
Mhm.
That's rude to them. They stand right in front of your face, like with their hands behind them, you know, and it's just
which is considered aggressive here. Yeah.
super, and it's like very uncomfortable, you know.
One thing again, you know, just observing in international partners is occasionally there are a couple that, you know, happen to be from the same culture, which they'll break out in their native tongue, you know, to express something quickly, and almost immediately a manager will say no in English, and you know, because they're really trying to force everybody to be able to understand and communicate. You don't have a private conversation, you know, you talk to the team. And so I was like, oh, okay. And that's not
What
really
if
a go ahead.
what if he just didn't like what they were saying? They're like, here's an idea, and he's like, no.
Yeah, you know, screw that. Talking English, you know. Just interesting things keep coming up like that.
I think we might have talked about it before, but one of the fun things in the Army was people from different areas pronouncing words differently, like cement and cement, you know, oil and oil.
Oh,
Yeah,
idea and idea.
right. I had a boss not long ago that always said ideal when he meant idea, you know.
Yes.
And he put it in emails, let me hear y'all's ideals. And I'm like, I don't think that's what you're asking for.
No, wrong place with that.
There's a dude I work with now. He keeps saying the word miscellaneous as miscellaneous. And I'm just, it gets my attention every time. I'm like, what?
Not exactly an English word, but appropriated words like guacamole. You know, guacamole. Trying to think of some other examples like that. Oh yeah, I had one. Now we're getting into the territory of it's not a regional difference. It's just, you know, folks just never learned.
Time, unless we want to wait for them. Yeah. Let's want to wait for people.
Or you know, Mr. Pay. He's the guy with the long polearm and the bagpipes.
I'm going to try to convince him to take the harp instead of the bagpipes.
No, he indicated yesterday he was going to plan on being on the box. So.
I told you the story of the Puerto Rican friend of mine, Khalil, who, and again, cultural differences, even, you know, in Puerto Rico and the States. You know, that was a lot of fun. But he had moved to Tennessee from Puerto Rico back in early 2012, something like that. And for the first time in his life, he was actually going to be able to vote in a presidential election, because Puerto Ricans, while they're U.S. citizens, don't get the right to vote for president or electors. So he came up and he asked me, this is a mortgage company, so it's not the same company I'm at now. So he came up and asked, okay, well, Matt, I don't know how this whole electoral college thing works, you know, so explain it to me. And so I did, you know, in nitty, in gritty detail. And his response to me after, you know, listening with his jaw hanging up, that's fucked up. So yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's fucked up.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey there. How's it in your neck of the woods?
Hey, Dave.
It's holding up for a guy with a bum gallbladder.
Bum gallbladder? You have gallstones?
No, it's only functioning at 27%. It's distended.
That's usually not the end of the world. You know, a lot of people have their gallbladders removed entirely and survive just fine. You know, so
It's pretty good bad. That's what's been making me sick. So,
yeah, if it's distended though, that usually means gallstones or an infection or something like that.
probably other things going on inside me that I'll find out later. We're not in a big hurry on it right now. Next thing is getting the scope done on the 13th. So
Mhm.
do my pre-op on that Monday.
Okay, so they actually are going to remove it.
No, I'm having my stomach checked out for ulcers and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you switched gears on us.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of stuff checked out on me to see where I'm at, basically.
So you're doing your 40, 45, 50 year checkup.
Yeah, and just trying to figure out what's wrong with me, what's been making me sick. The gallbladder, they did the HIDA scan for that. So next is the other fun stuff. It takes so long to get an appointment around here. It's like a month before you can get anything done. It's crazy.
Well, if you wanted to travel, you might could arrange for appointments sooner. Yeah, but frankly, for this sort of unless you're in chronic pain, a month isn't going to kill you, probably. So it's just fine. Wait in line because there's a lot of other people with problems too. It's a D&D night. Waiting on Mr. Peg.
Just wanted to call in, check in on everybody.
You had heard about Mike Mullins?
No,
He got in a pretty bad car wreck the other day, and it's up in Vanderbilt right now. They're rebuilding his ankle.
okay. I remember reading something online about a bum knee or scrape or something. I didn't know it was a car wreck.
Mike is doing the brave face for everybody. You take a picture, he's smiling, and ask him how he's doing. He's okay. It's the Midwestern response, right? If you had a thought bubble over his head, he's probably thinking, how the hell do you think I'm doing? Well, he asking stupid questions for. But yeah, it's the doctor's doing what they can with it.
Pig's about had his 15 minutes.
All right. So do you want to proceed without the future dinosaur?
Well, we're getting stirred up legal grip.
Did the healer want to have the braces of defense? Herself or Bruner? Because I'm not hit that. I'm not damaged that much that often. They would help, but it'd help.
No. Fighters should not get the bracers.
Didn't think so.
It ought to go to the magic user who can only wear light armor.
What magic user do we have? Oh,
The bracers do not stack with armor. So
Yeah, so you give it
it's
to
basically the equivalent of leather.
I see.
which is what the druid is wearing, just basic leather. So what would be the point?
Yeah.
So, Bill, give it to Nitchox.
Yeah, trying to enchant it. It's leather.
I'm not allowed to wear armor. I don't know if these count.
No, they don't.
These do not count as armor. These are wearable by you.
Because I have draconic resilience, and as long as I'm not, when I'm not wearing armor, my AC equals 13 plus my dex, which is nice.
Why can't you wear armor? Are you a wizard or something? You can wear cloth armor.
Well, no, not even
Well,
that.
actually,
He has natural armor, is what he's saying.
yeah, his armor would bypass the. He would have his what his defense is from his draconic resilience.
Yeah.
So those braces aren't going to do you any good either. So really, nobody in the party can use them.
Carrick will take the shield and play with it.
Can save it for our green orc friend when we find him.
Yes. Well, no, he's a monk. I don't think monks.
Yeah, monks can wear armor either. Yeah, so yeah, they have essentially natural armor as well. All right.
Want to
Well,
give the
no.
pushing to healing to the frontline fighters?
Not the greater healings. No.
Give
But
them,
if they're smaller ones, sure. Spread the love. But the greater healing should go to frontline fighters. I'm sorry. You're including yourself in that, aren't you?
Yeah.
I was thinking of the NPCs that almost never, get the potion allocation. But yeah, the greater healings ought to go to the people that get squashed.
I believe he used everything. Yeah, I rolled the pushing the healing just before you did the short rest. I don't know if we can retcon that or not.
Well, now you have a potion to greater healing.
What's the party made up of?
Let's see, a dinosaur, a much smaller dinosaur who casts spells. Someone of indeterminate species because they're constantly shapeshifting, and let's see, someone who shoots arrows. Someone who formerly had a ruby sword but now has a flaming sword, and someone who plays bagpipes to calm us all down.
I don't think it calms us down.
Oh, really?
Okay, wizard and wild animals. What are the other classes?
Big,
My lizard guy is a sorcerer.
yeah, sorcerer, druid, ranger, and fighter, and a fighter bard.
Okay, at least you got a fire. Missing a cleric.
Yeah, kind of. That's but
Kind of
the
druid.
the druid would take umbrage at that because that's kind of what I do at least 70% of the time.
Okay. Well, since Peg isn't here, we will continue without him. So we got Matt's plan. He wants to spend a couple of days destroying this place.
We might need that to sort out the people and the slaves and all that. And is there any way to get them back to the city?
Sure, we take them back to the city over the next several weeks.
I guess I'll check out and let y'all play. I'll catch the YouTube video.
Are they even from the city?
Some of them are. Some of them are from various tribes around here.
That would probably be a better bet if we could find one a local tribe that we could get these folks to, and that would be willing to take them in. Hold on, Mr. Peg is hello.
Our work took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Sorry about that.
Oh, those dreaded high level weeds.
For sure.
Couldn't withstand the bagpipes though.
I was telling the others there was a harp in the loot. I mean, you could definitely replace your bagpipes with it.
Do some damage. You might have to. No, Carrick would not do that. How many wagons do we have? How many people?
At least 2 wagons, maybe 3. I don't
Y'all have 3
remember how
wagons.
many were in. Yeah, and if we do waited a day or two and awakened Triceratops, did the Triceratops have a preference for what they want to be called?
Do you want to head to the airship and see if we can get it up and running?
When she says several days to the west.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe east would be better.
Let me see if I can check the. Let's see. Okay, that's actually it's northwest, and a few days may be an optimistic estimate. Also, it got wrecked pretty good. The scout can tell you that.
Where's the closest tribe? How long is that going to take?
The closest settlement that you're aware of would be the dwarves at Harkamar.
How about the slaves and people here? Do they know the place?
I say drop them at the gate and tell them have fun storming the castle.
Well, they can wait for us while we go in this little tomb. It won't take long.
Yeah, we're heading to where?
Harkamar comes out on the other side of Wormheart Mine. Wormheart Mine is there. Harkamar was up here.
You can find a path of carnage and follow and trace it back.
That is roughly where y'all came from. Actually, no, y'all came up Shilku to Harkamar, and then you went through back through the Wormheart Mine.
But either way, it's quite a backtrack. Probably our best bet is to set up a camp for these folks. Leave at least the NPCs to help defend them, or NPC. I guess the gladiator's the only one really that
He counts.
he does. He really does. But we need him here as your target for things, you know, or maybe if Mr. Peg is amenable to becoming a giant dinosaur again, then you know that's taken care of.
Yeah, Brenner didn't mind it. The bloodlust didn't carry over when he came normal again.
Yeah, he
So-
can't use his bagpipes when he's a T-Rex.
And we have our awakened Triceratops that they can help defend them. That is not insignificant.
Meow.
Yeah.
He wants to be called Sludge, by the way. Sludge.
Okay. Hey, it's his choice. Your name is Sludge. Why'd you pick? Never mind. I really don't want to know. All right. So let's kind of work them out towards the exit. There are some gargoyles and stuff, you know, to be concerned about, but there's a hell of a lot of less out of other stuff out there, right?
Yes.
So where's my thing? Make a ping, damn it. Yeah. So somewhere over here. Circle the wagons, send them out defensively. Leave our gladiator and Orvex if we can. I don't know. You know, not having Orvex around makes me think we'll die. But and I'm not saying that facetiously either. Orvex, you know, has been handy.
Okay. Some of the
Hey, Cat, how you doing, bud?
people can arm up. What are you going to do with the prisoners you captured? Well, there's Fenthaza, who surrendered to you. Big snake lady.
Okay. Who else?
There's 2 Cholton gladiators who are, after some discussions with Orvex and the other gladiator, are at least claim that they have no loyalty to any of the anyone except they had no loyalty to anyone except Yaru, and Yaru left him hanging. So
Yeah, but what if
Yaru got away?
Yeah, but what if that guy shows up again? And we're talking about the same guy, right? Naru, fellow was molting.
Yes.
Okay. What if he shows up again because he got away? What are you
Well, I
going to do
said
about it?
he left them hanging. I mean,
So they're not happy about it.
no
Does anybody have a detect bullshit row?
sense motive,
It's worth a damn.
insight. Yeah, that's right.
Well, actually, mine's worth a damn. I'll probably flub it. Yeah, I flubbed it. Anybody else? Oh Lord.
I don't need to roll. Nightox thinks they seem like fine, upstanding gentlemen. He trusts all the slaves' fate with them, watching over them.
Yeah.
Keep our gladiator with us. They can take over.
Well,
Okay. I'm bitter.
they're somewhat mercenary about their point of view, but they
Oh boy. Oh.
you think they can be trusted.
Oh yeah, we trust them. We'll hand them some of this swag and say, okay, we're buying your loyalty here. Hey, you get to keep it. It's a good deal. Okay, they're now working for our gladiator guy. Gladiators are us. So what else we got? We'll deal with Big Snake Lady here in a minute.
You have 12 Yanti purebloods. Basically, they're human, more or less. They usually have some snake-like feature. You know, they might have a snake tongue, or funny looking eyes or scales on their arms or something like that.
What's their deal? They apparently weren't warrior types. They were. How'd
Well,
they fit in the
one of
hierarchy
them
the
was
temple?
inside the prison, and he is, one of them was in the prison, and he's got mad monkey fever,
Oh, okay.
so he's nuts.
All right.
The other 11 are all female, and they're part of the harem.
So what's their take on things?
Stop poking me.
You would know, Yanti are not nice.
That's been our experience so far, yeah.
Um,
So they're kind of pissed off and don't like that we shook things up, and okay. And they're probably going to kind of be vindictive and get back at us any chance they can. All right.
quite possibly.
Quite a few of them, huh? All right. Well, we'll deal with them in a minute. What else we got?
That's all the prisoners.
Okay, let's go back to the sorceress or whatever witch lady. All right. Well, our deal was you helped us, and I believe we agreed to let you go as long as you left. Are you cool with upholding that deal?
Of course.
All right.
Would she like 11
Yeah, take them with you.
maidservants?
Oh, no. Wipe that expression off your face, because if you don't take them with you, we can't keep them either. So you know what's going to happen next.
All right, I'll take them with me.
Great. See ya. All right. And then hope they don't circle around and cause trouble. But hey. Oh yeah, you remember that one fellow? He's out there, the trickster, that guy that you don't like. Yeah, watch out for him. So we have survivors, slaves and such that we've liberated.
Yeah. Scout from the Scar Goddess, a Tabaxi minstrel, a mage that has no spells, and a tribal warrior that got he basically he made a bet to sneak into Omu and sneak back out.
Well, you got
He
half the
never
bet
snuck
right.
back out.
Yeah. Well, hey, you just did.
Well, is a mage with no spells just a normal person?
He has a few more hit points than the commoner, but yeah, pretty much. He has no spell book.
Can we give him the spell book we found?
You could.
No, let's do that.
Well, you the sorcerer. Is there anything in there that you need?
I don't use spell books. Reading is beneath me. Come on now. My power flows through my veins without needing all
Of
that
course.
paper and pen. That's just ridiculous.
All right. Look at the mage, and can you make heads or tails of this?
Some of them, yeah.
All right, have fun. That'll at least get you in the point where you can join the defenders of the group. Sounds like our able bodies are counting up. The scout and warrior and such. And by the way, these folks are willing to work together, at least in the short term, to
At
save their
least
own
in the
hides.
short term, yes.
Great. Okay. Because if there's crap along those lines, then we just don't have time to deal with it. And see that gladiator guy over there? He can kick all of your asses. So stay in line. Okay. And how are we doing in terms of supplies for this ragtag fugitive fleet?
You can pick up quite a few days of supplies out of the supplies at the temple.
Great. That's a good start. Let's load up the wagons and with Sledge's help, get that stuff out of there.
All right. Okay, so y'all spend 3 days doing that and destroying the temple.
Okay. Now, what do the rest of us want to do? We've got them all cloistered in a camp, and they'll be safe as much as we can make them safe. So we've got our cube thing.
Once
Thing.
you've got your 9 cubes,
It would actually have to be 27 cubes to be another cube, but okay.
before she leaves, Phantaza is like, she knows that Asirak was playing the Yanti for fools. She had figured that out several months ago. And she knows where the temple entrance is.
Thank God.
Oh, good. So we just had to kind of walk across the lava.
It is right up against the cliff up here.
I was going to
Thank
say, we found it before, didn't we?
No, you hadn't found the tomb entrance.
Oh, okay.
Now, we were saved from having to go to this lava area, because somebody else did it for us.
What do you mean saved? I was looking forward to that.
I remember the plan was to row out there in the cart, but
Well, that
Or
was
the-
Bruner's plan. I don't know how well that would have went, but I was willing to let him try.
It would have worked perfectly because that cart is handmade to perfection. Okay, it's a good cart. It's a reliable cart, as we have seen. After I built it,
It is reliable. I will give you that.
are you okay with us leaving it with Gladiator and company? That's part of
I
the-
trust the gladiator.
All right. Oh yeah, Sludge, who's charmed right now. That Gladiator there, he's your buddy, he's your pal. Everybody else, listen to the Gladiator, not the others. Okay. Thanks, man.
Come on.
Now it's time to die. So we're going to a tomb. I guess I should do something about spells.
Near the base of the cliffs, a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone is draped with vines and black moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured with withered creepers. A second, smaller tunnel burrows into the base of the cliff to the east.
I cannot see currently.
Did it not move you on top of? Let's see.
I'm just staring at a black screen.
All right, hold on a minute.
I'm on the
Oh, I
map.
see what the problem is. Let's see. There.
That worked.
Mr. Peg?
I'm refreshing my screen, see if it. No, I'm still negative. I can't see anything.
Light is on.
And as
Wait
you
a
can
minute.
see, I can see. I don't. So there's got to be some setting per character.
Oh, I see. For some reason, even though I dragged the icon off of your character sheet, it didn't associate the icon with your character sheet. 3 stone gargoyles watch you from narrow ledges carved into the cliffside. Each has the face of a bearded devil, its mouth agape in a silent scream.
Wonder if they're going to want to play.
And they're actually watching you. As y'all move, they watch you. There's no doubt that these are gargoyles, not just statues.
This obelisk thingy here. Anything distinguishing about it?
Yes. Clearing the vines and moss from the south face of the obelisk, expose a message carved into it in common. And now I have to find a handout buried in the.
Turk is going to ask the gargoyles if we're going to fight or if they'll let us do our business.
They don't say anything.
So what does the inscription say?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
This doesn't even rhyme.
I guess we're.
All right, everybody, this is opposite today. Don't speak the truth to the doomed child. Just in case, we'll start that now.
So, what do y'all do from here?
Make a copy of that.
Okay.
Kirk says we go check out east. But keep a ready action on the gargoyle.
You can always peek east and see what's up that way.
Yep.
Are there any other features on any other sides of that obelisk?
No, just the one just the one. Though the obelisk makes you uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. Alcoves run the length of the narrow tunnel, each one featuring a bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil.
Did we not bring Orvex? I thought, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, the druid wanted to keep him as a pet.
He's useful.
Want to go in the main doors? Or check out the gallery?
I say do
Don't
our
matter to
normal
me.
perimeter check.
Pardon?
Our normal perimeter check. We do it every temple.
Look around.
Okay. Everybody make perception checks. Okay. Give me
You
just.
guys are like on the same note.
Yes, you are. So let me.
Hey, this mountain moves. Alrighty.
Yes.
Okay, who's holding puzzle cubes and where is everybody? Is somebody carrying all of them, or
We have a bag of holding or something.
you've got two?
I was assuming they were in that.
Well, that's fine. Who's carrying the bag of holding that's got the puzzle cubes in?
Bruner.
Okay.
That's to be volunteered, right?
How did that get there?
That's where he keeps his bagpipes.
Wait, the bag of holding is the bagpipes?
Pulling aside heavy undergrowth, you uncover an archway in the cliff face. Stone skulls peer down from the lintel, and old bones glitter in the threshold. As light strikes the entrance, a swarm of bats screeches out from within.
Old bones? What?
Old bones litter the threshold.
So it hasn't been healthy to a lot of people.
It's a tomb. Aren't the bones supposed to be on the inside?
Yeah.
Tells me that trap.
At the back, a slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls bark the edges of the slab, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in 3 rows of 3.
Yeah. They had to go in a certain order. That's probably the problem.
Up there.
Well, of course, it doesn't give people vision on this page. Hold on a second.
I don't know if you're having to deal with it, but if you ever have to make a bunch of changes to people's icons, you need to delete the current one on their character sheet and resave it, and then those changes will happen the next time you drag off of it.
Okay, y'all are not so that y'all can see this is what the thing looks like. Can be picked up and moved. Should be able to be picked up by any player.
So there's this legend that's been kind of driving us forever. Legend of the Nine Gods. Here we are. So Uptal was mentioned first. Then Obelaki. This is just order of operations, not necessarily the order that you go in.
Well, it seems apparent to me that it's the ones that are against each other need to be across from each other in this thing. From that
It's
other
possible.
hint.
Ubtao is not one of the trickster gods. Ubtao is a
Well, another thing that the story does is mention time. So we have evening, noon, night. Okay, not saying that this is the way we're actually putting them in there, right? We're just talking it over. So one possibility is we have morning, noon, evening, night. The question is, what's morning? Is it here? Or is it, mornings in the east, noon, evenings in the west, and, night is below? There's just no telling with the people that make these things.
I think what you just said makes more sense. That day is the top 3, noon's the middle, and evening's the last, because they mention 3 separate the animals for each period of time.
Well, why is Zerbo? Why is Zerbo?
It's the koala bear.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, okay. All right, so morning.
But don't forget the hint that enemies oppose each other with one in the middle. And all of these paragraphs have two things mad at each other, except for the last one.
Let's do
this-
the time thing first, and then see what that looks like. Okay.
Nighthawk says,
Commandant.
okay, sure, and steps back.
No. I'm saying I just want to see what it looks like. I'm not talking about this is not what we're doing. We're planning,
Sure, you go
And-
ahead, as he walks further away.
and I can't see the screen. What just happened? Cat, have you done something?
I'm seeing your display, so
Yes, in fact, the cat's turned off the power. All right. Give me a moment to figure this out. Yeah, bud. Yep, that's what you did. They pulled it out. He's still on bird watching. He's very confused. Just like, yeah, I'm seeing stuff. What you want to come up on the other side of the monitor and join me? No, I want to turn my monitor back on. There we go. No, okay, cat. No, you're fine. Don't worry. Okay, that was morning. At noon, a Commandant. So what's a Commandant?
It's the
Oh.
Shang
It's rock.
Gambi. That's the name of it. That's it.
Okay, so there's all right, evening in Elbis. Wasn't that the this guy?
yes. That's a grung, not a froggy.
Yeah, those two are together in the same portion.
Nang Nang is a grung. The froghemoth is this one right here.
Okay, Sioux Monster.
The same as Moa.
Monster was the monkey.
Wongo is the Sioux monster, and Moa betrayed it.
All the while, Unk, the flail snail, lived deep underground. So everything's kind of okay. So if we talk about opposites, we can't do the time rotation around and have opposites, across from each other. Let's see, unless we do it like something more like this, and that would create a situation where we could actually have opposites opposite. And let's see here. Here's my Elbis. Okay, the Froghemoth and the Elbis were opposite. And who was opposite the Sioux monster? We still have some work to do here.
Moa.
Moa?
No. I'm sorry. It was the, yeah. No, it was, never mind. I'm wrong.
Does that make sense? All right. So that's a
I don't think
possibility.
the
So what?
rabbit and the koala were opposite each other, right? And Shagambi and Nang Nang. I think that's right.
Okay. Well, something like that. That maintains the opposite theory. It incorporates the idea of time going around the clocks, but the exact positioning of the time is anyone's guess. And the only one who didn't have an opposite was the snail. So the snail's in the middle. What say y'all?
Looks good, says Nighthawks from afar.
Yeah, we kind of draw it out for one of the fighter types and then run around the corner. Here, try it.
At night, the Sioux monster broke into Ubatu's place. So put Sioux monster at night.
The Sioux monster is at night.
Okay.
If we're starting with morning being in the east and then moving counterclockwise around, but we have to maintain opposition, then we don't really have a place for night unless we mix things up a bit.
Almost more like a clock, really.
If we're talking about a clock, then we have to go the other way. A clock progresses clockwise, and we're going counterclockwise here. What's up, bud? Making another mess over there? Yeah, he is. Okay. Well, who wants to try it? That's why you have that shield. Be sure to kind of clear a spot for your remains to fall, so we can. It's a little bit easier to clean you up.
He tosses the rope that's attached to his belt.
No, we tie it to a tree and back away from it, just in case it's conductive.
Well, the cubes fit. Yeah. Each cube enters into its little alcove, and you place Wongo, Rapazuli, and Shagimi, Egen, or Igen, he's Igen, Unk, Obolaka, Nang Nang, Kubazan, and Moa. As you place Moa, the 9 cubes flare with light, then disappear. The beast, the slab begins to slide up into the ceiling.
Brace for impact.
See, I told you as he walks closer and you can hear him better.
Hold on just a second.
Yeah, we were hiding around the corner. That's right. Well, cheerful. This is like packages from Amazon, a box in a box.
Another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door surface with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
What's there? Anything else in the room? After a perception
Just a
roll.
little moss and some cobwebs. And
After a perception roll, he will step in. Perception.
Hang on, bud.
You want to consolidate people in, or
So Nitox, you've got Mage Hand as a cantrip, and so do I. Well, let's see what that perception roll gets us, and then if nothing else, let's see if we can't Mage Hand that handle to try to work together on it.
That perception check from there gets you nothing.
all right, he's going to go ahead and go in to about there.
The skull's jaws creak open, and a skeletal hand holding a crystal hourglass-style timer emerges from within. With a click, the timer rotates, and sand starts to trickle into its lower globe. So what do you do?
About how much time do we have?
Well, it's about halfway gone now.
Oh, cool.
Can you guys open the door?
You didn't give us a chance to. The answer's no. You need to pull the lever yourself.
All right. He's going to go up and pull the lever.
Well,
I like that there's
you
like
didn't
5
go
of
up
us.
and pull the lever in time, so the lever and the sand timer retract as the door sinks into the floor, revealing the area beyond.
I wonder if we had done it in time.
I think you're going to find out very shortly.
Is that a face?
That is a face.
Well, he's going to go half his movement in.
Hang on. Wait for him to describe it to you. What you are not realizing is that this is the most famous feature of the Tomb of Annihilation.
A moss-covered corridor extends beyond the second door. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and dampness. Ahead, a bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall at a T-shaped intersection. The devil's mouth opens to a well of utter darkness.
Okay, you can go in now if you want.
Okay.
Does the foliage seem to be damaged or anything?
Not particularly, no. Make a perception check. Okay, you notice 2 things. Since you were checking the foliage and the vegetation, under the moss covering the walls, there are small holes, both sides of the corridor. And directly in front of you appears to be a slightly raised plate in the floor. Right. You can't do that. Right there. And you can make another perception check. Close enough at this point. You find 2 additional plates. The face is sculpted from the stone, melds seamlessly with the surrounding wall. Its mouth is wide enough for a medium or smaller creature to crawl through. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mic was muted. I said he's going to step. He's going to, as he goes forward, he's going to look, kind of poke his head in and look left and right. here.
Just
He's going to go from here to here and make sure that check the area out before before committing himself.
okay. Let's see. To the west, creepers in vines cling to the walls of this corridor, at the end of which is an arched crystal window, 6 feet wide and 10 feet high. Through it, you can see a dark chamber. Also on the floor, you see a rusted iron grate set into the corridor floor. And to the east, you see a railing.
Going to keep searching and progress on that way.
A grand chamber opens up ahead, 50 feet across and plunging down into darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below, with corridors radiating off to the north and radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower level. A hunched figure glares up at you from the balcony below, wearing a massive replica of the devil face at the tomb entrance. Without saying a word, the figure steps out of sight.
I described the buggy. You want to check out that grate?
Nighthawks will cast dancing lights and see if he can send them into the mouth of the devil's head.
They disappear as soon as they cross the edge of the maw.
Magic.
However, if you try to bring them back, you can see that they do come back.
Yeah.
Hey, Orvex, why don't you go check that out?
No. He's an NPC. He's not stupid.
Was there a breeze near it without actually going all that close?
You don't detect one.
Do you want me to put a stick in it?
Stick or a pebble or something? Sure.
Yeah, toss something. Well, a stick so it can go in and come out. Going to do something long like that and poke it into the mouth.
Okay, you pick up a stick off the ground, one of those bushes, undergrowth, and you stick it in there, and then you pull it back out, and it seems none the worse for wear.
Too bad we don't have a small furry creature. He's gonna go check out the grate.
What do you mean, small furry creature?
Through the bars of the grate, you see muddy water flowing slowly past.
I was thinking of the sacrificial. What are these statues?
Okay, so you're looking into.
And he indicates that there's an opponent, or a individual within on the other side of the glass crystal.
The vaulted tomb is overgrown with moss and creepers. A stone sarcophagus rests on a stepped dais in the middle of the floor. On the walls behind the sarcophagus, 2 large statues of bears grip a 5-foot diameter bronze disc embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones in niches along the wall. Each corpse wears a black mask made of paper mache and feathers. An arched crystal, and you're looking through an arched crystal window. Oh, one other thing. I need to find a description here. Walking in circles around the ceiling is a skeleton.
Around the ceiling?
Yes.
You mean upside down, walking on the
Yes.
ceiling? Cool.
It's just pacing around where
As
it would
one
be
does.
pacing around the dais, but on the ceiling.
And this over here?
That's one of those desiccated corpses.
Oh, right. Yeah. The paper mache mask. Feathers. And this archway here is transparent, but not something we could just walk through. Huh?
That's correct.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 20 feet.
Do you want to attempt to go through? See if there's any dispel it magically or anything. Yeah, like any runes or levers or anything like that.
Oh, we got a perfectly good place we can access on the other side. Yeah, let's come back to this later and check out that.
As they walk back by, Nighthawks is talking to Orvex. Would you do it for 5 gold? What if I promise to take care of your family if you died horribly?
Northeast or down? But there's another north over here. Let's take a left and follow this around.
Alrighty.
I didn't mean to go that.
I think you guys are forgetting line 3 of our warning.
No, I'm just a reasonable distance away, so when Carrick explodes or something, I can drag the corpse out, maybe heal something, whatever's left.
You see a plaque over here, but you can't read it from where you are.
Like over where? I see.
Okay.
Focus it around.
Wow, that sword is bright.
People consolidate before I head on down this other corridor.
For the Scooby Gang, we are up here.
Okay.
Well, if Orvex is going to walk off, Nighthawks will follow behind him, continuing to make different offers.
10, 15. Looking for more pressure plates and stuff like that.
Okay.
There is a big room ahead, whispered down the line.
Okay. Down at the end, you can see a rusting statue of a knight stands at the west end of this hall, gripping a large iron shield. Shards and flakes of rusted metal cover the ground around the statue's feet.
How tall? How big?
The statue
Yes.
is 6 feet.
Okay. No, I was saying that's a lot of rust.
It's not on the statue.
Well, the statue is rusted, but there's piles of rust on the floor.
Yeah.
Step to here. Anything? You see anything in the room?
Hold on just a second. Make a DC 10 strength athletics check at disadvantage.
Okay.
So the only way he could have failed it is by rolling a 1, which he did.
Yep.
Yes.
Which he did.
Right after rolling a 20. Or not a 20. A 10. Never mind.
Okay, so let's see.
So me and Orvex are pretty far away. Can we hear Carrick's screams as this happens?
He's got the turtle shield. His voice is
Range of the blood projectors.
Okay. Let's see. Make a.
how about change that to normal? Oh,
That's good enough. You slam shield to shield with the statue. You take 21 points of damage. And the metal edge of your turtle shield starts to rust and come apart. So you heard a woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
We need that push button Wilhelm scream. Orvex, wait, I got this insect salve. You got that soft pink skin. You probably like this, right?
Okay, Steve, make a DC 10 strength athletics check again at a disadvantage.
And that's going to be you trying to get away from it, I'm sure.
Yes, because you're still being pulled towards the statue. Oh my God. Oh, I hate to do this to you. You don't take any additional damage because you're not able to get away from the statue. But as your shield disintegrates, you fall through the shield, as it were, and you slam into the thing with your armor, which starts to rust and disintegrate.
Did Steve mute himself a while back so we didn't have to censor all of the cussing?
We didn't have to hear the screams.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from him for a while, so yeah. All right. Well, I think at this point it'd probably be an opportunity for others to react to this, right?
Yes.
I don't really. Well, when the shield disintegrates, it's pretty clear that it's going through its equipment. The actual whys and wherefores probably aren't all that clear, but all right. Well, let me see. Oh shoot, where did I put it? All right. Trying to find the one that has the maybe. Oh, actually, yeah. All right. Well, let's just brute force it. All right. So the druid Well, shapes into a direwolf, charges in.
Okay.
Direwolves have a lack of metal.
Yes. You don't feel anything as you enter the room. That's not
And
pulling at you.
I'm simply going to try to put myself between him and that statue and force him away from it.
Okay, you're able to do that.
Now he's pinning me against the statue now. So
Yes.
others are going to need to figure out some way to deal with this.
Strip your armor off. Nancy Brunner just like strips.
Does he have breakaway armor?
For the cinematic reasons, yes. Reality, no. It's like, you go on ahead. It's going to take me a minute to take all this crap off.
All right. Anyone who is not in metal armor that is carrying metal gear does not so still has to make the athletics check, but doesn't make it at a disadvantage.
I was wondering what was causing the disadvantage. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, Steve, you can move normally.
And I'm going to try to follow him out so that if he fails this athletic check again, then do something about it. But yeah, let's work our way.
He can do a full move with that roll. So, and as soon as you get out of the room, it stops pulling at you.
All right. Well, turn back around and walk right up to that statue. Try to attack it. Try to dislodge it. Try to move it. Try to break off an arm or something.
It seems too tough for you to affect.
What are you doing?
A little meta. It's immune to non-magical. It's immune to non-magical damage.
Which the direwolf is non-magical.
Is it not?
Yeah, it's all of my animal forms do non-magical damage. So, alrighty. So, what is this, by the way? Since we're here,
Oh, a large fountain crusted with moss rises in the middle of a circular room. 3 marble maidens stand in the fountain, holding pitchers out of which water flows.
I'm just going to stand in the rust room, to help Carrick out whenever he's ready to go out. And Steve, we still can't hear you.
I'm sorry. There's a pool up in this room.
Yes.
Yeah, he just described it to us. So, did you want to do anything about that pool?
I totally missed him describing that. I don't know where my head was.
It's a magical fountain.
Yeah, we haven't heard you talk since you were damaged.
Oh, all right. All right, guys, there's a pool in here. I'm going to check it out.
I'm in direwolf form right now. I can't necessarily squeeze through there.
Yeah, you can. You can squeeze
Yeah.
through.
Well, I'm not going to. I want to wait to see if something attacks him or not.
Is there anything in the pool?
Just the 3 marble maidens that are standing in the middle of the fountain, pouring the pitchers of clear water out. It is very cool and clear looking.
Yeah.
No mud, no moss.
Never mind. Never mind. All right, we look like a dead end on the other side, so he's going to cross it.
He's nude, right?
He's under his underclothes.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't hear you cursing whenever your armor disintegrated. You might not have, but he did. It's adamantine plate. Okay. All right.
He's approaching slowly, looking for triggers and traps.
Okay. Give me just a second. You are easily able to find a secret door to the south. Make a perception check. Okay. Make a change here. That is true.
That's sneaking, not streaking.
Do you want to open the secret door?
Yeah, he's going to open the secret door.
You've only got the druid for backup, so
He only got the druid for backup, and he's without armor and shield and I'd yeah, considerable down on health. Hey, Brunner, head this way and don't roll low.
Brenner's still stripping. He saw what happened to your armor. He doesn't want that happening to him.
Can you magic missile the armor to the statue of Oblivion?
Yeah, I don't want to lose my armor. We're probably gonna fight something in here.
He's gonna suggest that. Can you guys take care of the statue?
Nighthawks will hand Bruner his dagger and crossbow bolts, which are pretty much the only metal he has, and walk into the room a little bit and see if he feels anything.
If you're not carrying any
No,
particular amount of metal, you don't feel anything.
yeah, I don't think so. And I'll walk up to the statue and see if it rotates.
It does not.
Is the shield affixed to the rusty statue?
Yes.
What happens if I hit it with acid spray?
Well, the already rusted statue.
Oh, it's poison spray, not acid spray. My bad.
Oh, poison spray.
Yeah. That must have
The
caused nothing.
statue is now coated with poison.
Shocking grasp.
Rust.
Roll the damage. You actually like blast it with lightning and the the short range lightning, and little pieces chip off the statue.
He nods to himself and does a chill touch. Necrotic damage do anything to it? So I have 3 free damages: necrotic, lightning, and poison. So
Necrotic seems to it seems to decay more.
I continue doing so till y'all
All right.
get bored with me doing this.
Well, you are able to destroy the statue.
And I'll step to the side and say, Bruner, toss one of those crossbow bolts into the room.
I do so.
And it lands on the floor and just sits there.
Put your clothes on, Bruner.
Oh, all right. Gotta put that shit back on. He hands you back your crossbow, the bolts and dagger.
Thank you.
Cool. Carrick Brunner hands you his shield.
Do we have some armor? You know, it's not going to be that glorious adamantine plate, but we've collected a lot of stuff. So do we have some sort of armor for this guy?
Yeah, y'all have, if nothing else.
Bracers of defense.
Bracers of defense, yeah.
Y'all have the splint armor that came with that y'all got out of the is it splint armor?
Scale, isn't it?
Scale sounds more likely. Scale. Which is I mean, it's AC 14.
They're nothing, put it on.
Actually, when I wear nothing, I have better AC.
Well, Carrick will now actually look like his figure.
Yeah, I didn't
Scale
know.
armor and one shield.
Adamantine plate. Hey, Orvex, there's some water over here. Let's refill our water skins.
Sure, you go first.
Trim and buff 21-year-old.
Let's see. Okay, so y'all are all in this room. The statue is destroyed. At least it's destroyed enough that it's not working anymore.
I'm sorry. Should I get a potion? Should I use a potion or get a heal? 46 of 70.
I would say take a short rest and blow
Yes.
some of your hit dice,
Yes, absolutely.
because I don't want to get out of wolf form because I've only got 2 of those a day. Actually, no. Yeah, take a short rest. Never mind.
Hey guys, there's a nice fountain in here we can rest around.
Yeah, there kind of is. Do you want to blow a detect magic on that thing?
I don't do that.
I don't do that either. So the mystery will remain.
Yeah, they're saying, oh, detect magic is one of the most useful spells in the world. When do you have the spell slots and everything to cast it?
Yeah, they made it first level, so oh well. Yeah, I'm sure you would prefer a heal over, solving this mystery.
Yes.
So nobody's going to drink from the fountain.
No. Oh,
Okay.
I can't speak for everybody, but no.
It's everybody speak.
I'll roll intelligence, and if I roll, let's see, I don't know if I want to say, if I roll 12 or lower, I'll just fill up my water skin and drink from it without thinking about it. He's worried that it being inside a tomb, it could be disease, so he doesn't do it.
Hold on just a second.
He's not that smart. I'm surprised I didn't end up drinking water.
Matthew, I will have the pickup order tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay.
So we've answered the first two parts of the riddle. Enemies opposed, one stands between them. That just got us through the front door. So we still have in darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. That really seems like the crystal room situation with the eyes and the mask, right?
Yeah.
And darkness it hides. Well, we've found a place with darkness.
That's true. Speak no truth to the Doom Child, and keys turn on the inside only. I have no idea about yet.
Okay.
And that's what we talk about during our short break.
All right.
And not drinking the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing to that maiden statue, Bruner?
Nothing. Just checking the stability. Yep, seems stable.
All right.
Taking it for granted.
I marvel at your puns.
Rock solid, baby.
Just keep flowing out of you.
So, Carrick, do you open the secret door?
He does.
Oh, well, let me stand back here then.
Eric, I think that's a wall. I think the secret door is here. I saw stairs when I kind of went over this border here. I don't think this is a door.
No, that was the secret door you found.
Secret door?
You rolled a perception check. You failed the perception check to find the other secret door.
Oh,
This secret door was fairly obvious, the one at the end of the hall. The other one was not so obvious.
okay, gotcha. And he will progress down here. And is this thing? This thing's in it.
You are looking at a desiccated corpse.
But I'm looking at the back of a chair. Is it easy to get around?
Yeah, with a desiccated corpse in it. Which chamber is this?
He's going to toss a rock into the room.
Nothing happens.
What that does he? Is he still walking around, or is it react to me?
Oh yeah, he's still walking around.
Grab a mask off that desiccated corpse and just see what happens.
Okay, you take the mask off, and nothing happens. Do you wear the mask, or just take it off and throw it away, or?
All right, he cleans out the mask, and then he can go ahead and do it. He puts the mask on.
Okay. All right.
I imagine it smells pleasant.
Okay, so you're wearing the mask.
I look around.
Everything looks normal through the mask.
This room looks like a death trap. I push the skeleton off the chair.
Okay. You push it into the room, and it stands up, turns around, and steps back to the.
Take off its head.
To do some extra damage there. You hit it very solidly. The head doesn't quite come off, and it stands up.
I hit it again.
Well, hold on a second.
This weird turn order pop-up showed up on my screen.
Yes. By the way, Steve, it just occurred to me you would have. There is some armor you would have that would be better than the splint. You'd have the armor you used to have.
Right. I forgot about that.
Okay, Fenris, you see the undead creature stand up and turn around.
Nothing I hate more than undead. So
Both those hit. Okay,
There you
because I gave him extra damage for that first attack, that skewers it pretty good and it falls over. Let's see, what's their move? Speed 30 feet.
Yes, it's right on. What I'm trying to see if I've got a shield. What my shield is. There it is. I found it. Found the shield, and that's a. Let me equip it. I think my armor class is 20. So, nope, dang it. Keep closing these things. Shield. There are lots of shields.
The standard shield is +2,
Yeah, armor class of 20. So 18 misses.
and the others can't reach you. Carrot. That misses. That misses. Brunner.
I come here and I stab the one in front of Carrick.
One of those hits.
And that's it for Brenner.
That looked like that damaged it.
That looks like it damaged it, but not as much as you would think it should.
Good to know.
It's getting crowded out down there, so I'll shift back to normal, and so yeah, it's perfect. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
And it misses. Carrot,
Is that 43 damage?
that's 43 damage. You know what? That's close enough. It's dead.
He's gonna hold his ground.
There's not one in reach. He just took the one that was in front of you, in front of him, out.
Yeah, let's just hold attack to the one comes in range.
Aiming at the one due south of the one that just fell. Let's do that. Times 3, so 9 damage.
Okay. That hits.
Same when the magic missiles just hit.
Okay.
Going up to the new one through the door.
Very
You
good.
hit. It's very dead. You know, they're smart enough. They're gonna ready their action and stand where they're at. Garrett.
You're gonna step behind Bruner. After him, they're gonna swap initiatives. How's that? They both go on 11. So they're gonna switch places.
Yeah.
But Carrot can hit these guys with his pole arm. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and step forward. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, do Bruner thing.
Ready to action, just see what happens.
Can I see those guys? I'm gonna step forward a little bit, see if that helps.
They've got some cover if you're going to use something that has an attack.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna waste stuff while they're not actively doing anything. So, sure, 13 hit.
That's not enough to hit, even if you had a.
Oh, I'm surprised. Okay.
Nope, their AC. That.
I look at the druids. I hit one you didn't see.
Oh, that's probably true. Good, and zap one of them. I guess they're on either side now. So
Yeah.
this guy.
Okay. He's.
I can't make out a thing.
They're all hiding behind cover.
Once his turn comes back around.
You can see them enough to hit them. They have some cover, so you'll have
Harder shot.
basically have a -4 to hit. Okay, the first one hit,
Bank shot.
and they are going to hold their actions to attack whoever gets within range.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can't shoot if you're running at me.
Yeah, they missed. Okay. Mr. Pick.
Well, walk in and well,
One of them's damaged. This one, I believe.
yeah, but
Yeah.
can I reach him?
5, 10,
Barely. Yeah, you can hit him.
All I need.
Those will hit it.
That'll be it for me.
Bank shot.
1 damage probably.
That's not going to be enough to hit because of the cover. Bloodied.
Both hit or just one?
Just one hit. Go
Yeah,
ahead and roll your weapon damage. That's enough to kill him.
Okay.
And he misses. Steve. Oh my. That's 39.
All right, I'll stab at the Last one there.
The second one hits.
That's it for me.
It's, by the way, it seems to be, so does Matt. Yeah, he's got like 3 hits.
Take a volley at him.
He's dead. He's very dead.
That's it for me.
Okay.
Um,
The skeleton is still running around on the ceiling trying to get behind things to hide and stuff like that.
that making sure that thinking the ceiling might, flip gravity on him.
Okay, you're still firmly planted on the floor.
Hello up there. Can you hear us?
It runs halfway down the wall. No, I'm sorry. It runs across the ceiling, runs halfway down the wall, and hides behind the disc of eyes, which is following you, Matt.
Great.
Brenner's gonna pop a mask off one of these dead things and clean off and put it on.
That would be my guess. If it's running from us, why? That would be the behavior of a child. Ask is a good idea. Does it actually change the behavior of those eyes?
Yeah, those eyes don't see. They start scanning the room again.
Great. So again,
Okay.
can you hear us up there?
Runs down onto the floor, hides behind the chair.
Down? It ran down onto where we are?
Yes.
Brenner will put his glaive up. I think he'll appear unarmed.
All right.
Character
Well, ignore it.
doesn't-
Ignore the Doom Child for a moment, then just look around.
Well, there's the big disc of eyes who is frantically looking around the room to see if it can see anything, and it apparently can't. Big bronze disc. It's held by
The
2 bear
bears.
statues. There is a sarcophagus in the center of the room. Let's see. Hold on a minute. With a, give me just a second. Here. Oh, hell, I can't remember what that's called. It's got a carving on the lid of Obalaka.
Unbelief. All right. And anything now that we're inside about this door that's a little different? Or the
Over here,
yeah.
that's that crystal window that you saw through.
Yeah, but nothing different on the inside than the outside.
No.
All right. So nothing about the chairs. Were the whites carrying anything?
No, they were carrying nothing except for their masks.
Masks. All right. Well, leave it up to you if you want to open that thing. Remember, don't talk to the kid, and if you do, speak no truth.
What's the lid? How's the lid attached?
It looks like it's just set on there like it's a stone sarcophagus. You can push it aside if you can try to push it aside if you want to.
It's not something he'd kick off, is it?
He could try.
Who wants to do that?
All right, make a strength check. Make an athletics check, rather.
And there a chance to hit him while he's yeah.
The bones of a Zorbo lie within a dusty pile within the sarcophagus. A flawless gold ring with a shield on it rests atop the pile.
He's going to grab the ring.
Make a charisma saving throw. As you touch the ring, the dust swirls into the shape of a small, feral, bear-like creature that billows towards you with a ghostly roar. Okay.
You don't need no stinking badgers.
Oh, the weasel.
Give me a second here. I said open. Being stupid. Hold on a minute. I need to read.
Looking through the loop, it says we had a sending stone. Didn't we find another sending stone a long, long time ago?
Yes, you did. I just sent you a couple of whispers there.
Well, guys, have we seen everything we're going to see? Take off.
Everybody else saw this dusty phantom billow towards you and shoot right into your body.
He turns around and says, I'm ready to get out of here.
Matt, I think you're speaking and you're muted.
Or he's going to get away from the
Are
skeleton.
you okay?
I'm fine. But he gets away from the skeleton as far away as he can with the skeleton.
So you have to blow it. Do it to take magic on Carrick in that ring.
The ring is definitely magical. Carrick is magical because of he's got an order, say an aura of what would that be? Conjuration, I guess, around him. By the way, I know I whispered that to you, but you're willing to you can fill them in if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead and
Well, nobody needs to fill us in on. That's a perfectly normal everyday event.
Go ahead.
Well, add a character. I think Carrick just got fixed.
And having the first person get by I think we'll cause it a pause point there.
Good show.
It's leaving us alone. We'll leave it alone.
well, thank you, E.
Yep.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it well.
I'm sorry about your armor, man. When you failed that first athletics check, I said, "Oh my God, that armor!" And that's why I gave you the 2-hit roll to block with your shield. Then you failed your athletics check again.
Roll 20. It's
Roll 1, you mean?
precisely.
Well, guys, I'm about to thud, so
Yeah, I read you.
Yeah.
We'll catch you later.
Will
Yep.
any of you look in that mouse for 5 gold? No?
Hell no.
Okay, good night.
I know what will happen. Get sucked in there.
Ready Player One.
Yeah, I think it said in darkness evil lingers or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. Good night, E.